We have seen a very simple thing many times, that if any person is here who is speaking English, so people will start giving proper respect to that person. Why? Because he is speaking English. Why did it happen? Because our mentality is very keen. We just think that English is a very difficult language, and that person is speaking English, so it means he's a very intelligent, he's a very hard worker. So we started to give that person proper respect compared than other person. Although any person is there who is very talented but he didn't know English, then we will not give to that person proper respect. So why did we think about it? Why did we give more respect to the English? In this video we will talk about it. So let's get started. So firstly, I want to clear that if any person is there who is speaking English, so only that person will give to that person proper respect who didn't know about the English, who didn't have more information, more education, qualification about for in his life. So he will always think that English is a very difficult language. But if in there is any person who is a literate person and who know about the education, and that person have good qualification, then he will be just think that no, it's just a part of language. There is no need that I have to give that person proper respect who is speaking English very well. But in village area there is a not more education, so people are educated but they didn't want to speak English, because in rustic types area there is, so they will be always speak Bhojpuri language, Hindi language. So they don't want to speak English, and they just think that English is a very difficult language. So this can be also reason. And if any person will come in that village and he will started to speak English, then that person will just start to saying that person is a very talented person. But mostly person will also say that you are in the village, so you speak in Hindi, and you have arrogance of the English. English is not our language, you are spoiling our culture, so you don't have to speak English. Many person also said. But many person who has very little more information about the education, they just say that oh yes, you are very talented person, you have too much information about it. So they will start give to giving that person proper respect. So because our mentality is like that, who is speaking, that person is good, that person is a hard work. So I think till that time our this types mentality will be not decrease, which time we will be also not interrupt in the English language, and we will also not speak English, because we just think that English is a very difficult language, we can't do this thing. But which day we will just start to speaking English, then we will think that no, we were wrong, we should have not given to proper respect to that person who was speaking English. So this is our mentality. We don't have to think that which person he is speaking English, it means he is a very talented person. If you will give around 5 to 6 months like in English environment, then automatically you will speak English. So don't think that if there is a person and he is speaking English, so it means he will be very talented. English is just a part of language, it's not any more qualification, it's just part of language. If we will also want to learn about the English, and if we will also want to speak English, then easily we will speak English if we will give just some months. So don't think that English is a very difficult language, and we have to change our mentality. Because if we will just think that we have to just know about the English, then our culture, our Hindi language will be decreased, that importance will be day by day decreased. So it's not good. Like after the getting the freedom, our country was supporting to the Hindi language, but day by day the people's mentality was going to be decreased, and slowly now this day has been come when every country's official language and mother tongue language is English. So now we are also wanted to learn that language, because that is very necessary for us. Because if we have to take any governmental job, then we will have to speak English. So there is a needy thing. So people in this time they are knowing about the English language. But in the old time, if we just make pressure for the other country that no, our language is also official language, we will not take the English language, then uh, we could do something. But now when we don't have more importance for our Hindi language, so we will have to speak in English, we will have to learn this thing. So we have to change our mentality. It's not difficult that we can't speak English, we have to just think that English is just a part of language. When other person can speak English, like they have also two hand, one mind, one body, and two I have also, I am also human, that person are also human. When they can speak English, then I can also speak English. So there is no any need that if any person is speaking English, then we should give that person very proper respect. We should all obviously we should give the respect, but we don't have to do any discrimination on the basis of English language, that that person is speaking very good and that person is rustic, so we should not give special service to that person. So this was my video. Thank you.